I'm out. We got to give a shout out to J Rose Theory dropping them ends on us, and Miami 808. Much love to you all. So, folks, thank you very much for every dollar. I appreciate every dollar y'all dropping in the chat room. Much love to everybody that does that. We keep us going, keep us motivated. Oh yeah, before I forget about it, folks, I will be dropping some real men talk type situations in the next couple of weeks. I got a brother I met at another podcast, man. I got to tell you a quick story. I might do him either tomorrow or Friday. This brother was 12 years old, attempted to have sex with a girl at 14. She got pregnant by somebody else, and they made him pay child support for almost 12, 13 years before they realized it wasn't his baby. And they knew it wasn't his baby. They still made him pay child support. True story.
Wow.
True story. So he and we were talking, man. I got some prostate cancer survivor buddies coming up, man. And, men, I got to do this. I pay the money for the equipment, for the internet, blah, blah, blah. And I'll use this stuff right now maybe twice a week. And I just feel because God has blessed me, I need to pass some of this knowledge on to some of these brothers on the chat room and some more brothers who ain't listening. Prostate cancer is something that kills more brothers than gangbanging, but most cats don't talk about that. They talk about breast cancer every October, but they don't tell you that September is prostate cancer month, and black men are more susceptible to prostate cancer than anything else. High blood pressure, diabetes, and prostate cancer. Prostate cancer being number one because we don't talk about anything got to do with your behind. That we'll talk about the sugar, we'll talk about the salt. We won't talk about them fingers, okay? We won't talk about them. So I will, and I'm bringing on some of my buddies who are prostate cancer survivors, and we're going to talk about those issues along with child support and baby mama drama and homie drama and all the stuff that a real man talk show. I'm not doing Kevin Samuel stuff. I'm not here to bash women. I'm here to uplift men and educate men. I'm a man. I've been a grown-ass man for a long time. And the reason why I do what I do is because I was blessed by a bunch of older cats. I didn't hang out with young dudes. Only cat I hung out with for a long time was Unknown's ass, okay? And we both had the same mentors. And if I don't do it, it won't get done. So, yes, I'm going to drop some information on y'all in the next probably next week, next couple of days, if my man's schedule permits. Not all music all the time, folks. We got to talk about some real life issues. I'll be on this channel, and I'll be on my other channel. I got about 5 channels on YouTube, believe it or not. I got 3 for sure. I got this one right here, Homegrown Media Network, and the Compton Chronicles. All those channels will be broadcasting simultaneously, as well as a replay will be on YouTube and on my channel, Homegrown Media Network, on Roku. So these are some of the things I'm just doing, Doc, and I share with y'all. But man, we didn't talk for a while. What else we got to talk about, man?
I love that. You know what? Let's let Isaiah ask the question. He donated to the channel a couple times tonight. Isaiah says, Lonzo, Dusty, is it better to be independent now? I'll go really quick, 20 seconds. I'm going to say an independent artist has everything at their leisure to do a lot of things that a major can do. Not everything, but a lot of things. So I think up until a certain point, you could do it independently. I think eventually, I could be wrong, Alonzo, correct me, that you may need a little help. But go ahead.
I've always been independent. I had one major record deal, and it was worth $100,000 I got in my life. How do you get $100,000 and it be the worst thing in your life? Because when you get $100,000, you think you got some money. You ain't got shit. Okay. By the time you pay for your studio time, your lawyers, I didn't have a manager, thank God, and broke down the money with my crew and everything else that went along with making that album. I think I might have put in my pocket about 25, 30 grand. They got 15 grand a piece. But we did the album pretty much, did the demos in my studio. But that lump sum of money just gave me a false sense of security. And now your product and your livelihood is in the hands of somebody else. And if you out here making something that's near and dear to your heart, you want to be able to control that, man, because sometimes people that don't have the same emotional investment or professional investment won't do you the way you need to be done. And especially with things being the way it is right now, with social media being what it is, You ain't got to go national right away. You ain't got to go worldwide right away. Take you a region at a time like we used to do. We started off, all my records started off 2 places, K-Day and Louisiana. K-Day and Louisiana. Why? Because back then, them P2 stations would give us play. K-Day give us play because it was Greg Mack, and the P2 stations would give us play because they didn't have, they knew we would come to town a lot faster than some of them other guys. So plus they were easy to pay off. Okay, you can slide them cats a couple of gigs. They love you. So independent, you maintain the ownership of your masters, your merchandise, your name and likeness, your website. Because nowadays they ask you for everything, man. They want to control everything. And if you mess around and get successful and become a movie star or get a endorsement deal, if you got the wrong kind of deal, they want to control that money as well. So I'm always independent, dude. I'm always in it because, I was always told, find you a niche that you can roll with and wear that son bitch out. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Stop looking at Lil Baby and Lil Boozy and Lil Nutsack. Don't worry about them. They ain't got nothing to do with you, okay? Find you a groove. Look at where you are right now and multiply that times 10. So if you're making $25,000 a year, about say $40,000 a year right now, you can make $400,000 a year doing what you love. You got a much better job. You might not get no awards. And this is what my people have told me. You might not get no award, but if you can go on the stage and make yourself $5-6 grand a night, or between the here's what Unknown talking about, far as the multiple streams of income. You can sell some T-shirts. You can get paid for being there. You can pick up, nowadays they paying for interviews. All right, and whatever else you can sell on the way there. Now you make yourself some money. So if you charge $2,000 for the show, and you can make another $700,000-$800,000 selling T-shirts, that's a good night. But you can't take 40 cats with you, and that's where gangster rap messes themselves up. You gotta take a crew of cats with you, because you can talk so much shit. But if you're just a regular cat and you welcomed into the city because people like what you're saying, you're not doing no non-threatening. You're doing non-threatening material that don't incite people to want to whoop your ass. You can go in there with 2 or 3 cats. Everybody can make a living. Like Michel'le. Michel'le, perfect example. Michel'le say he don't pay no manager. He don't pay nobody. Everybody on his team got multiple jobs. To go back to my Michel'le interview, and Michel'le will tell you how he does his thing. He owns a Sprinter. He got one guy to drive the Sprinter, but he also may be the road manager. He said he got about 3 or 4 people that travel with him, but everybody got multiple jobs. One guy does the pre-work, as far as booking the venues or making sure everything is good at the venue. Somebody doing the hotels, and because Michel'le don't like to fly, so he gives everybody multiple jobs so they can get a decent income. So if you work at multiple jobs, you now have multiple streams of income from the one person. So if Michel'le is making, I don't know, 20, 30,000 a week, and it's costing him another, I don't know, 10. Everybody getting 2,500 a week working with him. It's costing him 10 to make 30. He ain't paying no managers, so he's saving a few grand right there. So now his whole situation is totally different, and everybody can eat, as opposed to one person eating and everybody just hanging around waiting for the crumbs to fall off the table. Makes a big difference.
Man, that's some game. I wish I could stay past 7 tonight, Lonzo, but I got to show myself at 7:15. I got to make a call tonight. But shout out to the chat real quick. Man, I love you guys. Air Teeth, Crypto Charles, CL Cerebral. He changed his name to Celebrate Life OG. Man, you guys are dope. Willie Mo, shout out Willie Mo. Hey, the J Roos Theory. Once again, thank you so much, you guys. You and Miami Way for donating tonight, as well as Isaiah. Much love to all of you guys, man. Any last words, Lonzo?
Man, just stay tuned. I got some hot shows coming up. I'm going to the Super Bowl Sunday, man. I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm gonna tell y'all on the room right now. So y'all, when y'all hear it, if people lying. I'm going to the Super Bowl because of Dr. Dre, not L.A. Dre, New York Dre. Your MTV Raps. Okay, I'm telling you now, I'm going to the Super Bowl because of my relationship with Dr. Dre of Yo MTV.
Wow. Oh, we're gonna have a lot to talk about on Tuesday.
I'm doing a show with Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Rap. So when y'all see it and it says Lonzo talked to Dr. Dre about the Super Bowl, don't get pissed off. I'm telling you right now, I'm finna drop some shit on your ass, okay? I'm telling you what I'm doing before it's done. So don't get mad at me. Y'all can tell everybody else. Yeah, Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. So y'all know when I do this, I ain't trying to fool y'all. I'm telling you what's up for real. So because everybody thinks I'm going to the Super Bowl, I'm going because of Dr. Dre from Wrecking Crew. No. But I let if your mind want to lie to you, let it lie to you. But I'm telling my folks, I'm telling my folks, I'm keeping it 100. All right. So I see y'all later, folks. In the meantime, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks, you are live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and my man, Dusty Vision. Thanks for my man Unknown for dropping in, hanging out with us, folks.